that Josh McDaniels will be the next offensive coordinator of the New England Patriots, and it is that you are going back in time. You are reliving a period of time that was successful here, but you're not moving forward. You are Doc Browning your choice when it comes to offensive coordinator here, which I don't understand.
I mean, I get Scheim's point.
I really don't.
It's about the member berries. That's all. They're just feeding on your nostalgia.
Okay, but the man was very successful.
With Tom Brady.
With Tom Brady, yes, but why would you suggest that there would be an outcome otherwise when he has Drake May?
Every other place he's ever been, he's stunk or been mediocre at best.
Okay.
I think the biggest
you can do things that clearly you were unable to do with the greatest of all time.
Right.
When it comes to RPOs, like whatever your
design quarterback runs.
Oh, the last quarterback he had to do that. Who was that? Cam Newton. Where did they rank that year in offense? Oh, yeah, 26th.
I just don't know why you can't let go and just trust Vrabel. If you've got guys like Bill O'Brien trusting him, saying he's a good offensive coordinator, you've got guys like Mike Vrabel saying that, like, why? How does, and this is no offense to you, but, like, how does Scheim know better?
I don't know better than Vrabel and Billy O. This is simply an opinion. That's all.
It's just all, they know all those stats. They know his resume. I just don't know why Mike Vrabel would set himself up for failure.
I also don't think this is a Vrabel choice, though. Like, I think this is a craft.
What the defensive coordinator is.
Right,
yes.
because it's
just like with Mayo last year.
Right, to defend Scheim in this regard, if Mike Vrabel said, I want $15 million a year, and Kraft said, okay, well, then we're going to hire McDaniels because he's cheap, that'll be the deal. Or if you want $13 million, you can get an extra $2 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, this could all be part of a negotiation, whereas Scheim's goals are not the same as the organization, which is he just wants the best offense with the best coach and the best players, whereas it's a business and Kraft is investing in the head coach and saving money with the OC.
Because did they also, or they're just in talks, did they also hire the running back coach from the Jets?
Tony Dews. It looks like he is going to be joining the staff as well. Yeah.
So if you look at the defensive coordinator, he was with Vrabel in Tennessee. Vrabel's whole time there. If you now look at the running back coach, he was with Vrabel in Tennessee. So Vrabel is starting to bring a lot of these guys, his guys, and we talked about this last year with Mayo not having the ability to do that on offense.
But I just don't think Mike Vrabel would have taken this job if he didn't have a say in who his coordinators are going to be.
Well,
but
Curtis is. I think Curtis is spot on. Like, he probably does have a quote-unquote say, but his budget is limited. These guys that he's signing that used to be his guys don't need to be paid a ton of money. And then he got a ton of money, and now he can't afford to spend a lot of money on an offensive coordinator, like a really good one, successful one that could be a young, upcoming guy, anybody in the league, and instead has to cheap out on Josh McDaniels.
It's kind of a slight against Vrabel. Like, the more you talk, it's saying, okay, so I'm selfish. I wanted $15 million, so they gave me all of that, and now I'm screwing the team.
What Bill Belichick did for years. He took the bulk of the money and then paid his assistants peanuts.
Yeah, I mean, I might be an idiot, but I just don't think that Robert Kraft, he learned his lesson. I think he learned his lesson with Gerard Mayo last season, and I think he was willing to pay Mike Vrabel essentially what he wanted, and then to put the people around him that Mike Vrabel wanted.
I think you were right up until that point, Greg. You're right. He was willing to pay Vrabel whatever he wanted, but then, like, okay, Vrabel, this is how much you're getting. Now you're on a budget with your other assistants.
Well, I would ask this question to the room, to be honest. Is if Mike Vrabel's the head coach, right? He's the head coach, and we would say, where would you rank Josh McDaniels before Vrabel even brings up Josh McDaniels? Where would you rank Josh McDaniels as a Patriots offensive coordinator and wanting to see him? Would he have been in your top 5?
Are you talking about all time?
No, I'm just saying when Vrabel...
I like the familiarity that he has with the organization. Like, I like that because I think that gives somebody a leg up. I like the fact that he's done it. He's done it for a long time.
So there were other guys out there that have done it, Greg. Huh? There were other guys out there that have done it before.
You are obsessed with shiny new objects.
No,
Greg,
like, there's guys out there who have done it before, like Frank Reich or Chip Kelly. Like, there's other names out there who have done it before.
Boomer's up.
Yeah, that exactly. That could have been. interviewed. Instead, they interviewed a 29-year-old in Gabe Udinsky from the Minnesota Vikings, and then the two guys to basically appease the Rooney Rule in Thomas Brown and Marcus Brady.
Yeah, those were all fake because they knew that they were going to get Josh McDaniels.
Which is
we're
the issue, Courtney. Like, that's the major. That's what you got. That's what
Okay,
nobody
but
seems
that
to
was
understand.
the same thing with Vrabel, and I know you weren't okay with that. So it's just clear that you aren't happy with the way in which the franchise has decided to go when it comes to coaching, and you keep going back to Brady, but we're forgetting that Josh McDaniels and Mac Jones, even though I hate to say it, he brought him pretty far his rookie season. So with like a top 5 defense. Okay.
Like,
I guess I'm asking.
what are we doing?
Greg, let me ask you this.
Mac Jones looked incredible compared to
against
his
a cupcake schedule for like 9 weeks, and then was awful in the back half of the season.
Scheim, let me ask this question to Greg, Courtney, and Curtis. So, when Vrabel gets hired, do you have McDaniels in your top 5 off wish list offensive coordinators?
Yes.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Okay, so
I
would,
would.
Courtney?
Yep.
I would, because it's easy. It's plug and play.
Okay.
And the less complicated it is,
all right,
based on every other thing that you got to fix around here, I would, yes.
Can I ask how it's plug and play?
Scheim, let me ask one more.
I just want a clarification.
Scheim, let me say one more thing on this. So, would you wanted Josh McDaniels last year with Mayo?
Yes, I would have preferred him to Alex Mantel.
I'm just asking the question.
Yes.
Can I just ask how it's plug and play? Like, Drake May still needs to learn the new offense, right? So it's not necessarily plug and play. It's the guy. It's just a guy that's been here before, which is, again, my whole point. And it's like everybody's just obsessed with the member berries. Like, it's like, oh yeah, Josh McDaniels was here, and it was great when he was here because Tom Brady was winning everything. And then when he wasn't, and when Tom Brady wasn't here, and even in Tom Brady's final year, it wasn't that great.
This is Tim from Hanover. Hello, Tim.
Good morning, guys.
What's up?
Hey, I just wanted to chime in. I think Vrabel was a great choice, but the thing is, the key was the offensive coordinator. I've always liked McDaniels, but I'll tell you what, he's stagnant now. He doesn't open up that playbook like a lot of these other guys are doing in the NFL. You gotta go with the times, man. Open this game up, and I think they made a mistake. And if Kraft is the guy that's limited the head coach to do what he's got to do, then they're going backwards again. They're not going to do what they want, and they're going to have the same issues.
Were there any other guys available in the role who were 3-time Super Bowl winners?
Oh, my God. Here we go.
No. Yeah.
3-time Super Bowl winner, thanks to Tom Brady. But what are we doing? Like, what are we doing?
I'm sorry.
Greg, what did he ever win without Tom Brady? Ever?
He was not a great head coach.
Or an offensive coordinator. When he had his stint with the Rams, they canned his ass.
I do think the difficulty for the Gregs of the world is to accept the foundation of this argument because it goes to the root of the former head coach's success and failure. So Josh and Bill have both not been great outside of the first half of Mac Jones's rookie year, absent the greatest quarterback of all time. So I think that Josh McDaniels, as Bill Belichick did, learned over time. I think if Bill was back in the NFL, he would make changes that he may have learned from his last 4 years with the Patriots. And I think Josh is the right hire because he knows everything about this place. He's someone that is worked with or around the very people that Vrabel has. I don't think there's going to be a rivalry between those two. Mike Vrabel is deeply, deeply confident when it comes to running a football team. And if they spend less money on the OC, I'm giving them the opportunity to show me they'll spend more on the players.
Okay.
If they don't, then we will get on Robert Kraft.
All right.